everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Sanaa, So Crafty Sanaa, and I am back with something I could not wait. You guys, I am going to do a walkthrough and setup of my April budget, but I am also doing a walkthrough of my Payday budget book. You guys, I have worked hard on this book, so I am rather proud of myself, okay? So here is the cover, and I love her. I designed everything myself. You guys know how I am. I am So Crafty Sanaa for a reason. So let's get started. Dun, dun, dun. So you guys will see this if you place an order. I'll explain what this is on the side. And here I put an adhesive pocket, and I have limited quantities of these. So when you do place an order, you will get an adhesive pocket. And this is so that any stickers for your Payday budget book you can keep with you, right? So immediately when you open it, there you have it. Payday budget book for the chaotically cute budgeter, right? Because I do things in a chaotic way. I mean, I'm human. I do not have the perfect budget. I do not budget perfectly, but I somehow still am able to manage my money. So this book belongs to, and here you have it. It belongs to Sanaa. So yes, right now I am including these when you place an order. Now for me, I messed up on that. So you know what? I am going to do that, but I'm going to cut this off because that line is on mine. It won't be on yours, but it's on mine. So I'm just going to snip that. And you know why I did this? Because number one, my handwriting, people say it's nice, but I just needed the book to look cute. Now, why? Come on. Y'all know I'm about the cuteness of everything. So I needed that to be cute. And there you have it. This book belongs to Sanaa. And this book is totally undated. The tabs do not have months on them because for me, I'm starting in April. So if this was dated, I would be starting here. And it's like, I want to keep 12 months together. But if you start and stop, you can pick up wherever you left off. You're not wasting any months. It's totally undated. So I'm going to flip the page, the what's inside, table of contents. So we have do I need to run down the table of contents? However, I could probably get a zoom in of the table of contents. And this is what's in the book, okay? Then you have the About SKS. Very nice, very nice. And it's just a little bit about me. I hope it's no typos in here because I'm doing everything by hand. So I make mistakes. Y'all already know I make some snafus. So if it's a snafu in my book and you notice it, please DM me privately. You don't have to put me on blast. Just let me know, like, girl, you spelled something wrong. And I will correct it and issue a reprint. Thank you very much. And I give you a little how to budget and cash stuff. So up here is how you budget. How you cash stuff. And then here's some steps. My little QR code will take you to my website, to the Payday budget book page. I did put 3 calendar years in here because 2023, 24, and 25. So by all means, if you're still using this book in 2025, bless your soul. Okay. But it happens. Now, like I said, I didn't put any months on the dividers nor the tabs, and it's not written on my website that these are included, but I am including these for purchases because I'm just doing a little something extra. So with that being said, I am going to, because I'm starting in April, I am going to put April here. And y'all already know I'm going to make several mistakes today. So I'm going to put April here. And I'm not going to put my months on there until I'm physically doing my budget, because for whatever reason, things get hectic in my life. And if for whatever reason I can't budget, then I'm just going to not do it, right? I'll just get to the next month. So now I have April on there, and they're okay. It's like, I got it. All right. So there we have it. Now, monthly goals, you all. So I might skip past the monthly goals. However, let's say this. My goal is to stay on track. Okay. My goal for the month of April is stay within my budget and allotted. Is that 2 T's or 1? Don't laugh, y'all. I think that's wrong. I really don't think it's 2 T's, but my daughter said it was 2. So if it's wrong, it's because I don't got time to know everything. So stay with, she's still all in my video. Say hi. You're hi. There it is. Anyway, stay within my budget and allotted cash amounts. You guys know that I go sprint. So steps to take. What are the steps that I should take to accomplish that goal? Okay. Stop spending. That's 1. Right? I'm going to stop spending. That's 1. Is there another step I could take? Guys, come on. Like, use cash. Now, you all know I use my credit card because I am a cashback rewards person. So that's it for right now. And I could come back and check this stuff out later. On the other side of that is what worked well. I can list that as I review myself throughout the month, what I should change, my spending habits, and what to focus on. So those are things that I can work on throughout the month, right? So we're going to start and set up my April's calendar. Now, you all know I put the sticker there already, but I'm going to get my numbers from, these are from a Happy Planner sticker book. So I'm just going to quickly put all the numbers down from April 1st to April 30th, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. So now that I have all of the numbers on here, as you can see, April 1st through April. Yes. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm using my Agenda 52, and I am going to make all of the icons and stickers myself. I just haven't gotten around to it, but please keep an eye out. But for right now, these are small, so I'm going to use these to represent all of my paydays for the month of April. So every Friday is a payday, right? The way that I budget, and I'm thinking of doing it every 2 weeks because it's a lot to keep up with all that I have going on in my life. So I am representing every time that I am to get paid or I expect to get paid some type of income. So here you have it. And just so happens my YouTube paycheck comes on the 21st. So that's there. I have some other incomes, SKS income. So every Friday is when I budget. So there you have it. So I'm going to do that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my transparent squares and mold, and I'm going to use this to represent any bills that I have due during the month. So I do know that, yes, your girl has several bills. So I have 2 bills due on the 1st. So this is what I do. I put the squares to represent. You can use stickers, dots, you can handwrite them in. After I put the transparent squares, I do go ahead and write down the name next to it. But I want to get all my squares. On the 2nd, I have my business Amex. I have my electric bill. I'm sorry, let me just get these to break away a little bit. I have my electric bill. What else do I have? My alarm, my security system. So that's 3. I'm missing something. My security system, my electric bill, and my Business American Express is due on the 2nd. I don't have anything due on the 3rd, the 4th. The 5th is a monthly fee on my one of my credit cards. It's only $4, but instead of the annual fee, it bills me monthly for it instead of just one time, which I wish they would just do it at one time. Then on the 7th, I have my Best Buy, which I had to get a new refrigerator. So I did the interest free for 18 months. So I'm paying that on the 7th. On the 8th, I have my Cricut bill. Or is it Canva? No, it's Cricut. Okay. And then on the 10th, you guys, I signed back up for Paramount Plus, and my Prime Video, I have billing me monthly for $6.99, I believe that is. So on the 10th, I have Paramount Plus, which I think I have for $1.99 as a promotion. So, and I have my Amazon Prime on the 10th. On the 11th, I have Apple Care and my gas bill. So I have, but I pay my bills weekly. So I don't go in every day and pay these. And because I'm going to be a month ahead, I'm going to put everything on auto pay. Your girl is growing up. I'm going to put stuff on auto pay. Nothing on the 12th. I do have Hulu on the 13th. A lot of TVs, y'all. A lot of TV subscriptions. So y'all know what my other love is, right? So on the 13th, I have Hulu. On the 14th, I have, I can't close this credit card because I've had it for many years, but it's another one of those monthly fees instead of billing annually. So that's how that goes. So I'm just going to loosen up some more squares. I like to just roll it and it just pops them up like that. So as you can see, you know, it just pops them up, makes it easier to grab. Okay. So on the 15th, I have, so what I do is I pay my mortgage payment on the 1st, and then on the 15th, I take my mortgage payment, I divide it by 6, and then I make an extra payment. And that's supposed to, you know, that's just another way to shave off more interest and reset the principal balance again. So my principal balance changes. Okay, so on the 15th, I'm going to make another payment to my mortgage company. And then I have a payment, I have to submit a payment to the IRS. Okay, on the 16th, I have my life insurance. And then I have my other business credit card because I have some expenses, so I need to pay that. Okay, on the 17th is my car note. Yes, yes, so that's the 17th. On the 18th, I have, at the 18th, I have a bill on the 18th. Not sure. On the 19th is my Comcast Xfinity. Okay, and then I have something else on the 19th. I can't think of what that is, but I do have that. The 20th is my cell phone. And then on the 21st is iCloud. Let's see. So iCloud is on the 21st. And I have my car insurance on the 22nd. And I also have my pipe protection plan on my home. That's on the 22nd as well. The water bill is on the 23rd. And let's see. So the 23rd is the water bill. And then my monthly subscription to the car wash is also on the 23rd. And then, yeah, these squares are coming in lopsided. They're not printed lopsided, but my little shaky hand. Okay, so then I have Credit One. I have another Credit One, and that's a monthly fee. YMCA is on the 24th. And the 25th, I don't have anything. The 27th is Apple Care. A lot of little dumb bills, you guys. A lot of little dumb bills. So on the 27th is Apple Care. On the 28th is MGM Plus, which replaced Epix. Epix is another TV subscription through Amazon Prime. And I get these like $2.99 a month little promotion things. So I take them. When they're low, I take them. I just maximize. And then I have Netflix, which is on the 29th. Okay, so Netflix is on the 29th. So now that I have all of my bills represented, and I'll go back and fill them in, but I'm going to keep it moving. So what I'm going to do next is I normally go over to my bill tracker. Now I have all of my bills separated by home, auto, credit, cell TV. I gotta think. It's a couple things. Debt. So what I'm going to do is get my labels. And these are also available on my website. I'm going to get my labels. And I am going to get, I guess I'll do the pink. I've been using them in my planner. So I'm going to do the pink. And what I'm going to do is just, I don't know what's going on with these. Oh, these aren't the right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take a pink. I'm going to put it here because that will start my home category. So let's just get what? I could flip the book. I could flip the book. Okay, so we have home, auto, and then credit. Go ahead. Okay, home, auto, credit. So then I'm going to flip over and I am going to do sell and tech here. This is all my little TV subscriptions. I hope it's enough because I have a lot of TV subscriptions and then debt. And that could be stuff like IRS, my life insurance, my YMCA. Oh, my HP Insta Ink. That's a bill. So what I'm going to do is go back and put on the 29th is HP Instant Ink. And I'm trying to see if it's worth it. I like HP Instant Ink, but, you know, I have to see if it's worth it. So what I would do here is I would list all of my bills. So I would list the date it's due, and then I would put PHFA because that's my mortgage. And then electric bill is due on the 2nd. That's Pico. And then my security system, which is ADT. I'm sorry, I know y'all hear all that clicking. You know, my daughter is my little content creation strategist right now. So all that clicking, she don't realize that it's picking up in a video. But that's okay, because your girl's trying to work on just, you know, being more interactive with you all. So if it looks like crap, she did it. You know, like, but what you gonna do? I mean, I'm not gonna tell her I'm not posting this because it's trash. I'm gonna just go ahead and post it, and then I'll let her read the comments. Okay, we'll do like that. So anyway, so then on the 11th, I had my gas, and so that's how I'll list that. On the 17th, I have my car payment, and then on the 22nd, now because it's auto debit, I put the account it's going to auto debit from, and this is Erie, and then my car wash, and that is going to bill on this card, and that is that. So I'll list everything, and then I list the amounts, and then once they're paid, the way I know it's paid is I'll put the amount I paid. It could be different. So I always have a budget and an actual. But the other thing, because I want to quickly show you all how I set this up, I have to get some more. I got to print some more. I've used all of mine. So I'm going to try and use blue now. So these, for whatever reason, did not cut on the machine. But what I'm going to do is, where's my tweezers? Okay, so I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll go over here. And then I'm going to put this sticker here. And that's where the total amount that I spend is going to be here. And I'm going to show you all how this lines up. Like, it makes sense to me. It seems like a lot, but it's really not. Like, I need to see. So that's that. And then I'm going to put this here. And I didn't plan for my my labels to fit these slots, but they do perfectly. So why would I be mad? I mean, I love it. So I'm going to show you all what this looks like on the next page of my budget page. Okay. So Cell Tech TV, same thing. I'm going to get my label. And then I'm going to put that here. And let's see. And I want to give you all a debut of the rest of the book. So it's pretty much, I'm making a mistake. Like, I'm literally just making stuff lopsided, I think, because the book is turned. So I'm just going to put this here. Okay. So what happens is, let me open the book all the way up. So I have this set up like this because I have the budget and the actual amount, and it's set up by categories. But when I go to my monthly budget page, I use those same categories, right? So I do home, auto, credit, cell, tech, TV, and debt. And so what happens is I put the total I plan to spend in each category. And then once the end of the month comes, or once a category is completed, like once all of these bills have been paid here, I'll take this amount and put it here. So I always keep a budgeted amount and an actual. I always have a budgeted and an actual for my income. So I always put April 1st here, and then I'll put April 30th here, right? So on the top here where it says monthly income, on the top where it says monthly income, I always put my cash, which is cash in the bank. And then I put my cash envelopes. So on April 1st, I will list the total amount of cash that I have in my account and the total amount that I have for my cash envelopes. And then I'll total it here. And that's my income already reserved before new income comes in for April. So then I will put here and put all of my income sources, which is my main income, my side income, other, and those are the 3 income sources. Now, other could be YouTube, child support, you know, it could be any of that. It could be any extra money, refunds. It could just be anything. Anything that doesn't come from my main income or my side income. So, and I don't classify YouTube as my side income. I really put that as other. So then I'll have my budgeted amount that I expect for the month. I'll total it here. And then at the end of the month, I'll know what all my income was, and I'll put it in the actual column. So I'll see what I budgeted for, what I anticipated or expected or shot a goal for. And then you'll see here what I really got. So I do that for my bills. I do that for my savings and any monthly debt payments. I'll come here. Let me get April, because April is a month. It is the month that I'm starting with. And I am going to, so I put the April sticker here. And so, yes, I have that. But I have different sticker. I have 2 fonts that I use. So I use the green and the pink. You'll see how they come into play. But so for my monthly budget for April, that's how I do it. So once the total, the end of the month, I'll put my total income for the entire month up here. The total amount of bills I paid, the total amount of envelopes, savings, and debt payments, and then if I have a plus or minus at the end of the month. And that's a monthly budget in the SKS workbook, okay? And it's not a workbook, it's a Payday budget book. I don't call it a workbook. But, and then here is for my first payday of April, which I didn't receive yet. So that's how I would do that. I would put the same cash envelopes, the budgeted, the actual amount once I get that payday, the income sources that I'm getting on this particular payday, any bills that I have to pay during that pay period, any savings or debt payments I'm going to take out of the bills. And then after I do all that, I determine my cash envelopes and I put that here. So I'll put my income, the total bills, the balance, my total envelopes, the balance, my savings, the balance, my debt payments, the balance. Okay. So, and the pink, the red signifies where that amount goes. The savings amount goes here. The debt payments go here. And of course, total income goes up here. So it's a little color guide to show you what to do. Now, if you're saying, where's your envelopes? How do you let us see what envelopes you're going to be given to or sinking funds? Well, here you have it. You have a total sheet for envelopes and sinking funds. Why do you have 2 separate sheets? Because I have like 50 envelopes. So I need to budget my way. I needed a book that can cater to what I have going on. And I know there are a lot of people that have 5 binders. So I need to be able to fit all of my envelopes and sinking funds. So I have a sheet for both. They're both in yellow because you total the amount up. You put them there. Okay. So there are 5 payday budget worksheets in this book. So you have 5 under each divider tab. Okay. And then after we get past the 5, now you have your monthly income. Now the reason you're like, why do you have 2 sheets for monthly income? Because I track my stuff daily and weekly. I do. When I settle out my website or whatever else is going on in my other business, I put it here and I jot it down and I separate it weekly, right? Because I need weekly amounts. Okay. And then For those who need to track their expenses, here you have it, your monthly expenses. Now, for me, I only track my credit card spending. So I'm going to show you February, right? I'm going to show you what February looks like. Let me grab February. I'm going to show you what February looks like. I track my credit card spending so I can use that money to pay back my credit card. And I highlight based on the category. You see that? So as I'm paying back these expenses, I put them in red on the side to let me know that every week I went back and paid that. So the week ending March, I'm sorry, this is March. I spent $260. I paid back $262. I spent $550.90. I paid back $550. I spent $295.71. I paid it back. And then I have to do my week ending yesterday. But just so you understand, and my markers are here. So I want to show you the markers that I'm using. So I am using, and what I did for my markers, I am using the mild liners. And what I did was just put a piece of sticker on it to show what the category is. So I know when I'm doing this, I'll go in and highlight it, right? So that's how I do it. I feel like it's easy and convenient for me. So here you have the pages to write your monthly expenses, okay? And then you can write your month in. So in the beginning of the month, here you write all your envelopes, what the beginning balance is. And on the last day of the month, you write it down and you can highlight that there, okay? I mean, not highlight, but you have the beginning and end. You see your progress, right? Same for sinking funds. For me, because I don't separate envelopes and sinking funds, I'm just going to list everyone. And if I don't have enough space here, I'm going to go over here. So you have 2 pages to cover all of your envelopes. Then you have a page for monthly debt payments. So here you'll list all your debt for the month, the due date, the beginning balance of it, any payments you made, and the balance left. Okay. And if you paid it off in full, you can check it here. Now here is it gives you where you can calculate your debt to income ratio. So you'll take, that's here. So you'll take your monthly debt and your total debt payment minus, it tells you here to minus your total debt payment, and this tells you your remaining debt. Now your debt to income ratio is the total monthly debt payments divided by your monthly gross income. And then you multiply that by 100, and that gives you your debt to income ratio. So if your debt to income is 80% or 50%, 40, 30, 20, whatever it is. Weekly cash flow. My, how I love this. I love this. This is one of my favorite sheets because it allows me to keep a weekly view of my income, expenses, envelopes, debt payments, and then plus or minus, right? So it is this here. This is what you see. This little snippet here goes here. And you can see your total every week in the month, and then you can do the total for the month. So this is another way to look at your overall income, your progress weekly. You can, I love being able to see these numbers in different variations. I love being able to get an overall view, a weekly view, however you need it. And there is some instructions for those who want to, understand this page. The next page is the weekly accountant's balance. Now, for me, I'm always looking at my account, checking my balances on a daily basis. So weekly, I can go in and say, my balance this week was this in each account. So I have multiple accounts, so I would just go and do that, right? And you can do it for the month, each week. And then here's some instructions on how to do that. Month to month money spent. So I spend too much money dining out. I spend too much money on food. I spend too much money on selfie and self-care. So I want to be able to list my categories. So it says last month, so that'll be March. I would list all my categories I spent money in, which you saw on my, let's see, where was that? So these are all the categories I spent during the month. So I will list them here and the total amount I spent. Now, because they're color coded, it's easy for me to just add them up. Now for April, I want to see if I use these same categories and how much I spent in those categories and then put the difference. I want to know if I'm cutting back on my spending or not. So I am trying to cut back on dining out. I'm trying to cut back on food and groceries. I'm trying to cut back on a lot. This will allow me to see how much I've accomplished or didn't accomplish. Like if I went over or under, like I'll see that. So, and that is the last page in a divider. So all of the dividers have those same pages in them all the way till we get to the back of the book. All the way. Now here's the fun part. Trackers. Track that Okay, so here we go. This back here is for everybody who needs to keep track of their money like I do. I have a bunch of subscriptions, as you all know. So I have a subscription tracker, and the due date, the subscription, monthly, annual. So it's monthly, annually, or the account is coming from if it's auto debit. Now for me, a lot of my subscriptions are on auto debit, so I need to know. Okay, so you have 2 pages, back and front. Credit card tracker. I have a ton of credit cards, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, but yes, the whole page is overkill, but for some people it's not. So I just wanted to make enough for everybody. So the creditor, the rate, the credit limit, the balance, and the minimum payment of that card, and you have that back and front. Now your girl came out with the credit card reward tracker. You know I track my credit card rewards. I'm not playing the month and the year, the card, the reward type, the redemption type, and amount. So for me, it's all cash. Checking account redemption, all cash. There we have it. Y'all know in 2022, my cashback reward was $1,707.94. Y'all know not to play with your girl, right? But that did mean I spent money, but that's money I was going to spend anyway. So anyway, you have that back and front. Balance transfer tracker. So if y'all like me, I don't like paying interest on anything. Yeah, you like me, I don't pay interest. So if I have to make a big purchase, sometimes what I'll do is see if they have one of those cashback reward balances, and I will pay anything in monthly installments versus paying it up front. I'd rather have all my money at one time and just pay it out little by little if I'm not paying no interest. So you can do a balance transfer for anyone who has a balance on their credit card and they can't pay it off. Find another credit card that you have that has a balance transfer option for 0% interest rate. Please balance transfer that balance, okay? And pay it off without paying any interest. It's better for you. That's why I love the Apple credit card. When you make any Apple purchases, they don't even, it's 0 interest, right? So there you have it. Then you have the investment trackers, because we know everybody is investing one way or another. Roth, 401k, stocks. It doesn't matter. Whatever you constitute as an investment on your behalf, here you go. It allows you to keep track of it. So let's see. The yearly category breakdown. Again, I like seeing all my numbers in one place, and I love that at the end of the year, I am going to have my total income right here, my total expenses, my total envelopes, savings, debt payments, and net income. I love it. So you got January through June, July through December. You cannot go wrong with that. There you have it. Okay. Automatic bill payments. Now, I'm trying to grow up, so I'm trying to get all my bills on bill pay. It's not that I'm not grown, but you know what I mean? It'll be less headache for me. So the automatic bill payments, and then the inactive dormant log. So for credit card users like myself, because all of my credit cards at a 0 balance, I use 1 or 2. They go inactive. And if you don't catch it, then they get closed. So you need to know the ID term means inactive dormant term, the time it takes for your card to go inactive or dormant. So if it's 18 months, 24 months, 12 months, you put that here. You put the card, the date of the last activity, the amount, and then 12 months from that, you need to make another activity. So you need to put that 12-month date here, and it could be any amount, but I don't know that credit cards say, oh, you have to have a certain amount. So that's that. And then you have another sheet for the inactive dormant log. You have that, okay? And items for sale tracker. Now, let me tell you why. I'm always selling stuff. So in 2022, I know I sold a bunch of items, so there you have it. But the item, the price, the platform, the fee, the date listed, the date sold, the shipping fee, whether you shipped it or not, and your profit. I sell stuff. I sell all of my designer handbags that I don't want anymore. It could be designer shoes, jackets. I'll sell anything. You know, if I don't need it and I feel like I could sell it, it's in great condition, I'm going to sell it. So, you know, there it is. So you have 2 of those. I don't know if you can see that. You have 2 of those. The holiday event gift budget. I love this because I'm always buying a gift for someone. And so I can write down, you know, when I plan to do it, the gift I want to give, what the event is for, and the amount. And I know to work up to that amount. That could be a little savings goal. Here you have the charitable donations for those who love to give charitable donations. You can write the date, the charity, the location, and the amount that you've given it to. So it's just a way to keep track of all your money going in and out. Then you have the debt snowball plans, which I love. Debt snowball, you're starting with the smallest balance. Starting with the smallest balance on all debt, make the minimum payment on the debt, but add all extra funds to the debt with the smallest balance. Once number 1 is paid off, you do the same thing for number 2. Now that's debt snowball. So you have 3 sheets for debt snowball. And then debt avalanche is kind of the opposite. You're going to pay the minimum payment on everything. And then you're going to take all your additional funds to start paying off the balance with the highest interest rate. Okay. So, and it gives you the instructions here so you won't go wrong. And then you have 3 sheets of those. Then you have little savings goals. You want to save for something, you can write it here. You can divide it out. Even if you have the envelope for it, you know that, for instance, my ID envelope, my savings goal every year is the Eid. It's our Islamic holiday. And I know that I want a certain amount. So I can write it here, the amount, the goal, and then I can divide it up and say how much I want to do each week, every 2 weeks, or whatever to accomplish this goal. So you have 2 savings goals, and then you have the sinking goals. Same thing. Savings funds, sinking goals, envelopes. I divided the names up because some people really say sinking funds. They only want to say sinking funds. They don't consider their cash envelopes sinking funds. Me, it's all money in envelopes. They all the same to me, cash envelopes. So who am I? Then you have some savings challenges. The 52-week $10 savings plan, the 52-week $25 savings plan, the 52-week $50, and the 52-week $100. So by all means, if you do $100 a week, you'll have $5,200. If you do $50 a week, you'll have $2,600. $25 a week, you'll do $1,300. And if you do $10 a week, you'll have $520. So there you have it. And then I included this for those who like to keep track of that, your account numbers and logins. And yes, I gave you 2 sheets for that. So crafty, Sana. So that is a brief overview of the book. Although I am going to continue setting up April, I just wanted to let you all see that that's what's in the book, right? So now what I'm going to do is go back in and plug in these numbers, because the only thing I can do is write the all of my bills here, and then I'll let you guys see it at the end. I'm not going to make you sit through that, and I'm going to write all these in, and then I'll show a completion of that at the end of the video as well. And then I'll transfer all of these budgeted totals. I'll transfer them here. Okay. So, and that's how I set up my budget. I do have to go in back here and list all of my envelopes and the beginning balances for April 1st. So I am going to go and do that. The other thing I want to do that I didn't show you all is I use the green. So income is money, it's green. So I put April in green here. Because expenses are red, I use the pink, and I put April here, right? So that's what I do. And then on my month-end envelopes, I'm just going to put that in black here. Because, well, I know it's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 sets a month on each one. Oh, no, on this script. The other script is not, because they're longer. So I think it's 2. You have 2 sets here, and then on these with this script, you have 3. So I don't put it on both because you see what it is. Monthly debt payments, I will go in and put April on here as well. So I'll just go ahead and I'll put that in pink, because debt is like, it's fire. It's an alarm. So I just hear my alarm system going off. Fire, fire. So there you have it. It's in red. So, and then the month, okay, I'll use my pretty script for this. because it is the end. So I love my cash flow. Look at that. April. There you have it. So I'll put in a date. I hope you all love the preview of the budget book. I know the video was long, but this will be on my website. I'm going to speed it up as much as possible. And yeah, there you have it. The book is for sale in my website. Let me see. So one more thing I am going to do I have March? Let me see, because March passed already. So let's see. Let me see. Did I use March? I don't see March on here. I used March already. Yup, March. Okay. March is gone. No, I have a March here. So let's see. Is there another March? So I'm going to do last month, which was March. And then this month. Do I have another March? Am I losing my mind, y'all? Or do I not see March? Maybe I don't. So I don't have another March on here. That was a March. Oh, and that was a March. So I used all the Marches. I had 3 Marches. They're gone. So I'm just going to take... Oh, no. I need April. March, April. I'm sorry. I don't need another March because this month is April. So I'm going to do March and April. So it's cute. I probably should have used pink because of the bordering pink of it, but that's fine. Let's just, there it is. Okay. So that is it. I have given you a preview of my Payday budget book. I hope you all love it as much as I do. I know there are many Payday budget books out there. You find the one that works for you. As always, I thank everyone for the love and the support, and I will see you later. Bye.